You mentioned Meech. Have you spoke to Meech at all?
I had a text message conversation back and forth with him because he's in the halfway house.
Mm-hmm.
So.
What do you think his next move should be?
Well, he got a lot of things he can do, man. You might want to make a movie.
Mm-hmm.
You might want to do some different things where, you know, because I understand how important real is to our culture, right? But when you develop in television, it's to find the best possible story you can find and then make up some things. You got to make up things because your life would intersect with Charlamagne's life. So I immediately get a little lawsuit when we get over there. This would, you understand what I'm saying? So you got to change things around a little bit. And then when it feels like completely real, and this is why it was important for me to get Lil Meech ready so he can go there, because when you watch it and it's good and then you go, you know, that's his son, right? Like, and as a fun fact to the person that's watching with you, you feel like this, it's got to be true because
the streets of Hollywood are filled with rumors, but when they come from an industry heavyweight like 50 Cent, they carry weight. Recently, the rap mogul made a claim that sent shockwaves through the hip-hop community. Big Meech, the notorious leader of the Black Mafia family, BMF, had reportedly been snitching. The news spread like wildfire, with fans and critics alike eager to hear the truth behind the rumor. However, no one expected what happened next. Lil Meech, the son of Big Meech and a rising star in the industry, was quick to respond. He'd always kept his father's name close to his heart, and the idea of anyone, especially someone as influential as 50 Cent, tarnishing that legacy was more than he could bear. The claim was a direct attack not just on his father's reputation, but also on everything they had worked to build together, from BMF's legacy to the family's influence in the streets and music. Lil Meech had been quiet for a while, focusing on his career, but this was personal. It wasn't just about his father's name. It was about respect, loyalty, and integrity, values that Big Meech had instilled in him since he was a child. As the gossip spread, Lil Meech couldn't stand by and let the lies go unchecked. The scene was set for one of the most explosive confrontations in recent hip-hop history. Lil Meech was about to pull up on 50 Cent and confront him directly. Yimp wasn't going to be a casual meeting. This was a face-off that could change the trajectory of both men's careers, and the streets were watching. The day of the confrontation, Lil Meech pulled up to 50 Cent's compound with an unshakable resolve. He wasn't here to argue on social media or through press statements. He was going straight to the source. His car rolled to a stop, and without a word, he stepped out, his expression stern and focused. The security at 50 Cent's compound eyed him warily, but Lil Meech didn't flinch. This was family business. Inside, 50 Cent was busy at work, unaware that his past words would come back to haunt him in such a direct manner. His usual bravado couldn't have prepared him for what was about to happen. As Lil Meech walked into the room, the atmosphere shifted immediately. 50 Cent, ever the professional, attempted to greet him casually, but there was a clear tension in the air. "Lil Meech," 50 Cent said, standing up to shake his hand. "What's good, man? You know how the game goes. It's just business." But Lil Meech wasn't having it. "Nah, it ain't just business, 50. You've got my father's name in your mouth, and that's something I'm not about to let slide." The words hung in the air thick with confrontation. 50 Cent's expression
was praising Meech for destroying the community, destroying his own people. He was praised, cheered. And then now, if he tried to tell on somebody, allegedly, and help clean up the streets, you're mad at him. What sense do that make? You celebrate him for pumping drugs and murdering, allegedly, and things like that, whatever was in their case, all the negative stuff that sent him to jail. Now you found out he told to get some street, allegedly, and you're mad. Now you crucify him, you hang him on the cross, you burn him in the basement like Candyman, but you applauded him for being the drug dealer. We are backwards out here. $50 gave this man $5 million to celebrate him as a drug dealer. Celebrated this man. TV shows, documentaries, red carpet events, premieres, being a drug dealer. Now he accusing him of cleaning up the streets, helping get rid of criminals. And now he's the bad guy.
Shifted slightly, but his cool demeanor remained intact. You know how this game is, right? People talk, rumors fly, that's how it goes. Your pops is a legend, but some of the things I've heard, people want to know the truth. Lil Meech's eyes narrowed. The truth? My pops never folded. He built something from the ground up, and you're gonna sit here and try to make it seem like he snitched? You know better than that. Shifting Sem paused for a moment, clearly aware of the heat in the room. I didn't mean to disrespect, but I've got my sources, he replied, trying to maintain his composure. Sources? Lil Meech scoffed. You really gonna sit here and act like you're the one to decide what's real? My father did his time, and he did it without ever turning on anyone. And you think you can just tarnish his name with one rumor? You don't get to play with family like that. The tension reached a boiling point. 50 Cent, always known for being quick with words, seemed to hesitate for a moment. Lil Meech's words had struck a chord, and for the first time, he wasn't the one holding the power in the room. I'm not here to cause problems, man, 50 Cent said, his voice now quieter. I just report what I hear. You know how the game is. Lil Meech stood tall, his gaze unwavering. The game ain't about lying on people's names. It's about respect, and you know damn well that you crossed a line.